Kia ora talawhalawa, malolele, Nisa Bola. Welcome to Land Rover First 15 Rugby. We're at the New Zealand Barbarians First 15 National Championships and it's finals day. We had the semis on Friday. Manukura and Christchurch girls, they're up first in the girls' final. What can we expect?
Yeah, looking forward to the girls' final, Manukura and Christchurch girls. Best of the north, best of the south. And also what I'm really enthused about is that they're starting to build a legacy. And you look at Georgia Miller, and you look at Kaipo Olsen-Baker from Christchurch girls and from Manukura, respectively, that are now playing and competing at the top level. There's a pathway there and the opportunity to expose these young ladies, many who are year 13 who will leave and join the elite system. It's an exciting time for them. And for this generation of players, the class of 2022, two best teams in New Zealand go at it in the final.
Well, really looking forward to that one. But also after that is the boys' final as well. Hamilton taking on Napier, all Super 8 final.
Yes, they were two teams that were very dominant in the semi-finals to get comfortable wins for both of them, both familiar with each other. Both have been to the big dance here before and played at the final. Hamilton boys, of course, they're a perennial champion, very comfortable at this level in the game, and I expect a dominant performance from them today.
Well, for a lot of these kids, it is the last time they will wear their school colours. Let's check out the results from Friday.
What a thriller that one was. Manukura 32-31 over Auckland girls. Christchurch girls too good for Manukura, 39 points to 5, and then two very, very comprehensive wins in the boys' semi-finals. Napier 40-17 over Westlake, and Hamilton boys 48-14 over John McGlashan. So Manukura and Christchurch Girls High are up next in the New Zealand Barbarians National First 15 Championship final in the girls, followed by Napier Boys High and Hamilton Boys High at 12:30. Isaac Gray is sidelined today.
Malolole, Ken and Taylor. Yes, it's a beautiful day here at the Massey Institute. It's a little bit wet underfoot. There was some light rain this morning, which means that it might be a bit heavy to run on for the ladies as they run out for our first final. We are threatening a little bit of a shower this afternoon, which could threaten the boys' game as well. But in terms of wind, we're not experiencing too much down here, so it looks like it's going to be perfect conditions for some great rugby.
Indeed, they are undefeated in 2022. Manukura, who will start Tali Tonu Blake and Keelan Wiley in the front row, Yip and Drosseth Lake. The two locks, Whakatihi Hedemaya Grant and Wharehinga, the loose forward trio. In the halves, the outstanding Maya Davis and Mia Maraku. Great combination, those two young kids. The midfield, Jada Maniapoto and Hope Stanchel out on the wings. Marshall Barton and Taylor Singh. Mia Sutherland will wear the 15 jersey. To come from the bench, Sinai, Leatherby Miller, Matheson, Julian, Sweetman, Leatherby Miller, Plowland, and the coach is former Blackfern, Christina Sue.
Taking Christchurch Girls High School on today. Tactically, what are you guys going to try and do out there to win the game?
Definitely look to play in our area of the field, so look to play territory and then speed it up with a bit of tempo, use our fitness to our advantage.
And there's only around 180 students at your school, but yes, on Friday we saw the entire school turn out and cheer you on for the sideline. How special it is to have the entire school there to cheer you on?
It really meant a lot. I mean, our school's small in itself, so having everyone there was like really important to us. Having our own whānau backing us up just brought the energy and the hype, and we just wanted to play for them.
That's awesome. And just lastly, players to look out for today on your team. Is there anyone that you'd like to point out as being someone we should look out for?
Definitely our number 9 and 10 combination and our loose forward trio. They're amazing.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Well, Christchurch Girls High School, they've been here before. 3 players from that 2019 team returned. Dalzell, Meacham and Edwards in the front row. Lowe and Gallagher combine at lock. Hum, McPherson and Rossignol round out a strong forward pack. To the backs, Munro and Baxter form a formidable combination. And the Kolibutu sisters in 12 and 14. Hutchison in the midfield, Taylor and Cochrane round out the back 3. To the bench, Taulu, Wright, Lowe, Tanner, Gallery, Yahim and Payne to add plenty of impact when they come onto the field. They're coached by Jamie Livingston and Isaac Gray was with their captain, Eliza Dalzell.
Eliza, tactically, what does your team strength itself on today? How do you think you're going to beat the opposition?
Today we're really looking to spread the ball wide. We've got some pretty handy backs out there, so we're just going to look at utilising them and just working to our advantage.
Big trip up to Palmerston North over the weekend. What's that been like?
Yeah, it's been a big trip, but it's just been a lot of fun. We've got a great bunch of girls, all 23 of us have gone along. You know, it's pretty team bonding, and we're just all really good mates by the end of it.
Awesome, man. Just lastly, players to look out for on your team.
Poppy Baxter, our number 10, she's very, very handy, and May, our number 8. Young players, but they've got all the talent there.
Awesome. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Christchurch Girls High School, a perfect season for them in 2022. Very dominant in their local competition. Played on Wednesday. A number of them play netball on Saturdays. And for the Manukura team, equally dominant in the Manawatu schools competition. And a thrilling playoff for the Hurricanes qualification against the powerhouse of St Mary's from Wellington. And they got through in a close one, and then 32-31. After at one stage leading by 29 points to 12 against Auckland Grammar. They did enough to win the game as Eliza Dalzell brings out Christchurch Girls. Second oldest girls' college in New Zealand, established way back in 1877 with a school roll of 1,204. Isaac Gray talked about Manukura's school roll of 180. Sapientia e veritas, wisdom and truth. Motto of Christchurch Girls High School. We're looking at Manukura. Erin Doherty refereeing a change with Carl Baker and Hannah Russell, the assistant referee. Television match official will be those of you sitting at home on the couch watching.
You guys still got me good? All right, just waiting for the whistle, girls. Good to go, girls? Happy, girls?
Harriet Cochrane. And it's Manukura with first use of the ball inside their own half.
Stay. Hold, girls.
And Maya Davis kicks from the ruck. Cochrane. So they go to the right edge straight away. This is Hutchinson. Just inside the Manukura half, Munro. And now they carry to Gallagher.
Strong tackle coming in from Keelan Wiley from Manukura. But you can see the intention from both teams. Initially, Manukura just settling and then looking for the box kick to get some territory. And when Christchurch Girls got the ball in hand, they just decided to go wide and try and find some space on the edges. You can see the ball just being dislodged there. So good tackle from the tight head prop. Our first scrum of the game as well. Interesting to see who has the dominance here. Two very young front rows, a couple of year 11s in there as well. In good field position for Manukura.
Just come back out the same tunnel, girls.
Manukura with the early initiative. Talitonu Blake and Keelan Wiley. The front row for Manukura. Dalzell, Meacham and Edwards. Front row for Christchurch Girls High School. So there they are on the halfway.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Stay 9.
Maya Davis. On the wrap around Maraku. Going around Maniapoto.
Play on.
Davis. Tali Tonu. Maya Davis again at halfback, goes
Hold
deep.
front.
And Manukura look for some field position. There's Cochrane. Away from the first defender.
Hold
Harriet Cochrane. Now Munro. Drossett's Lake with the tackle.
Use it. Use it.
Cochrane from inside the 22, and now Manukura on the kick return. Sutherland. And then stolen at the ruck by Christchurch girls. Russell. She knew the fullback was in the line. So put the kick in behind, and now Marshall Barton. Christchurch girls. Good chase and defence, but they concede a penalty.
Up here. Up here.
Great work from Christchurch Girls High School to get down that end of the field. Reliant on the boot. Good weather conditions today. A lot less windier than it was on Friday. And the chase was brilliant from the rest of her team, but just giving away the penalty at breakdown. But you can see the intention for both teams is just to get down the right end of the park and force a turnover, and the ball hasn't gone out.
No hands. Stay.
Christchurch girls in possession. That's the 10-metre mark on the Manukura side of halfway.
Same thing, girls. Play.
Munro with the quick tap, then the chip and chase. Gets a good bounce, and then the ball back on the inside.
Leg up. Was it knock on first or out? Okay, foot and touch first, girls.
Again, Munro employing that kick just to get in behind Manukura. And what you do when you put a kick in like that is you're turning the defenders around as well. And you're making it a foot race. Ali Vutu was the one who won because he just puts her foot on the line. Good refereeing.
And now, Black.
By Blake for Drossett's Lake, jumping the front of the line out for Manukura. Now Maya Davis. Cochrane. Levutu. Nice tip on now. Trin Taylor. Tackled by Stanshall.
No clear release.
Now from the quick tap. Hutchinson.
Yeah, that was the
Nice job, Maraku. Over the ball.
Here it is.
It's what you want your co-captain to do. She plays for the Manawatu Cyclones, so a very experienced player in that. Christchurch Girls High School wanting to play a fast game. Each time they've got a penalty, they've gone for a quick tap. Just some hands letting them down in that time, just being penalised.
Yeah, interesting decisions from Riley Munro. She really wants to lift the tempo with those quick taps, seeing some space in behind on a couple of occasions and using that boot to good work.
Blake again, a nice Drossett's Lake, and they go through the hands to the left edge and they kick off the second receiver.
In front of the kicker. Got him up for you guys. Yeah.
This is a good
Have the penalty here,
opportunity
or
to
the
go
front
for the post. Remember, this is the final. Doesn't matter how you do it. You just need to have the most
All
points
in
at the
front
end of
of
the
the
game.
kicker.
And they're pointing to
Shot
the post as
called.
well, and it's a smart decision. Penalty came by way of Manukura. They put the ball up in the air and everyone was offside under the 10-metre. Well, no one was retreating.
Okay.
So good opportunity for Christchurch to get some change out of this time in the opposition 22.
Yeah, you just got to be behind. You can chase it, but behind.
It's important they do so, isn't it, as well? Manukura have been scrambling defensively over the first 6.5 minutes of this match. Christchurch Girls Side definitely deserve some points for the time they spent down here.
Just on that last line out, you were a wee bit
85% in fact.
Okay, you just need to hold a bit more.
In terms of territory dominance at this end of the field for Christchurch Girls High. And Harriet Cochrane, who's also an accomplished centre. Missed. Manukura. Kick in the Ngalihutu. Offload in the tackle. And another possession. It's been turned over now. Manukura with some chances with the ball. They've made an error on the 5-metre line. A little bit.
Knock on here, girls, no advantage.
They're a little bit rattled in this first part of this game. Manukura jammed in their own quarter.
The exit probably wasn't the best from Manukura. They couldn't get as much distance on it. It went straight into the hands of Ngalihutu. She took it hard to the line, got an offload away. Manukura eventually had the ball back, but it's a knock-on that came here. Just good linesmen coming in from that Christchurch girls defence. So a 5-metre scrum is the perfect platform to launch an attack from. They've left the blind completely open, but Manukura have put 2 girls on their right-hand side to mark the blind, so they've got a massive overlap to the left-hand side.
Munro. Ball's gone forward. So Munro was looking to miss Baxter. Hit Ngalihutu.
Error in communication from the back line with Christchurch Girls High School. As you said,
Knock on.
he looked to miss Baxter and hit Ngalihutu, but she was standing a little bit too far ahead. Spilt that ball forward.
Crouch.
But we did see Christchurch Girls High School have a very strong scrum. They had Manukura going backwards in the first couple.
Hold it. Down on the far side, guys. Come over this way a bit. We've got a bit of...
The question now for Manukura has to be how they exit from here. A couple of shaky ones early in the match. We also noticed this on Friday when they played Auckland Girls Grammar School. That was probably something that was employed against them as they struggle to get out of their own half. We'll see how they do now.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
And Maya Davis, good scrum from Christchurch Girls. Whatahinga off the back, a little 8-9 play, and now there are a chance. Marshall Barton.
Play on.
Whatahinga plays half-back. And now they carry. Second phase for Manukura, Maya Davis. And now they put the ball in behind the defence. Taylor Sang is coming on the chase. Baxter secures the ball. Stanshall with a ball and all tackle. The ball's on the ground now. Jada Maniapoto.
Great kick from Manukura and a good chase as well coming across from the Manukura team. Singh is the one that got there in the end, and unfortunately they've knocked the ball along the ground, but they're on the right end of the field this time, so they just need to employ some good line speed at the set piece move. The first thing is they need to win this scrum.
That's more like it from Manukura, isn't it? One phase off the scrum, took it wide, and then took the opportunity to kick once they had themselves a bit more on the front foot.
Good scrum. Baxter. Ngalihutu. And then Cochrane.
Stay. No. Stay there.
Able to recycle, still inside their own half. Christchurch Girls. From hustle, Maya Davis scoops the ball up. Now Maruku isolated. Bit of help arrives. Davis with a tip on down the left side. Sutherland.
13 offside.
Good counter-rucking coming through from the Manukura
Offside.
girls. They put some pressure under Christchurch Girls, and this is why it's so important to play a territory game. You want to play on the right end of the field and just force an error, whether it's through your defence pushing up in attack. So great work from Manukura now for the first time. They're inside the 22 of Christchurch Girls High School. You see just putting pressure here, and it forced that knock on and pouncing onto the ball. So an attacking line out in Christchurch Girls 22.
Blake. Nice. Drossage Lake was the target. The ball goes behind her. So now Poppy Baxter wants to scramble the ball out, and she does well. Baxter. Nice clearance.
Poppy Baxter, just a year 10 in the side, 15 years old, but dealt with that pressure really well there. Excellent exit.
By Manukura, they've lost big metres on the play. Now secured by Christchurch Girls High. Have had all the field position in this opening 13 minutes. Christchurch Girls, and they enjoy some again. Munro, when the ball goes forward.
No advantage, girls.
A couple of uncharacteristic errors creeping into both girls' teams. Miscommunication at line-out time. Just a bit of a loopy pass, just not going to the direct runners. They're trying to find some width in their game, but the pass execution isn't quite getting. You can see there the pass dropping to the legs before she was able to collect it. So maybe a little bit of patience needed for these two teams. They've both been to the top four before, but they're just a little bit nervous, you would assume.
Got to commend the effort as well of Chella McPherson, the open side flanker for Christchurch Girls High. Great effort getting onto that loose ball, putting a boot to it and chasing it downfield. Erin Hum, her blindside flanker there, just down injured. Hopefully she's all right.
Just hit him. Simple game.
Okay, girls. Let's go, girls.
Boys final up next. Napier Boys
Flex scrum over here,
High
girls.
and Hamilton Boys High. A couple of Super 8
Just here. Yep, flex scrum.
contenders going at it to determine national championship winner today. 13 and a half gone in the girls' final. No score. Christchurch Girls High absolutely dominated field position. Positions evenly shared. And Maya Davis. And now Taylor Seng coming from the wing. Good carry. Manukura look for some field position. Cochrane, she's been good today. Harriet Cochrane. Going out on the full. So an attacking opportunity for Manukura from a line out inside their opponent's half.
Both teams reliant on kicking to get them onto the right end of the field. 5 turnovers conceded for both teams. Pretty big. There's been a lot of knock-ons. It was raining earlier this morning, and now the sun is shining, and the ground is really gluggy as well. So difficult conditions despite the sun being out.
And the line out. One eventually. And Wharehinga running out there. Jada Maniapoto from the offload. Wharehinga plays halfback. Numbers down the left edge.
Number 10. Number 10 already had a word about it.
About the advantage, mate.
Offside.
Really liked how Wharehinga took it to the line in between two defenders and looked for that offload, and that's what Manukura just need to do a little bit more of, is to take it strong to the line and commit some defenders and look for that offload, and you'll eventually find some overlap. So like the look of Wharehinga. He was in that New Zealand Condor 7 team that played at the World Schools. But just take a look here, just charge forward at the line in between two defenders. That's what you want to do, and you can see the overlap that opened up to that left-hand side just by taking it hard to the line.
Blake Crossets Lake eventually gets the ball back, hard to take, but she handled it well. And now Wharehinga. Again, she's strong in contact, Wharehinga. Now Maraku with some nice footwork and an offload.
Time off. In the middle, time off. Captain. There's already way too many offsides, okay? Especially down here. Right. Something needs to change. Okay. Girls up here. Scrum called, girls.
Confidence shown from the Manukura team to go for a scrum. It was an easy 3 points for them right in the middle of the sticks, but this is a good decision because what it does is it brings the entire forward back in and you leave a one-on-one situation in the back line, and there's some good firepower in that back line. Manya Poto, Stanshaw, particularly Marshall Barton as well. So they've gone with 2 to the left, 2 to the right-hand side, 4 to the left-hand side.
Bind!
Huge holes though, and you create that one-on-one situation and it puts a lot of pressure on that Christchurch girls defence to make those first up tackles.
So 8-9, Wharehinga. Maya Davis falls over in front of McPherson, but they recycle the ball. Mania Poto plays halfback. And now Keelan Wiley offloads. Yep. 6 metres out, Manukura. Oh, they had all the momentum.
Holding.
Just unfortunate for Maya Davis taking a slip. The ground very difficult, but they've gone for a quick tap here. They have Christchurch girls and just gone through the middle of the park and made it a foot race.
Taylor Singh. Under some pressure. And then Manukura do really well to recycle that ball. Keelan Wiley with another carry. Davis. Short kick. And Trim Taylor, nice chase on her. And Christchurch girls good in the contact. And then they can see the penalty. Now Grant with the quick tap goes herself. 2 defenders, Maya Davis. Now they shift with a little second man play.
Offside again.
Well, Christchurch Girls High School, they're trying to go quickly and they're going to have a chat as well.
And captain.
They've called out Grace Meacham.
No, you got to talk to me first. All right. We've had heaps of offsides already. Already warned you, okay? I don't have any other option, okay? Yellow. Just go to halfway.
So Grace Meacham will come to the sideline for 10 minutes and this gives Manukura a 1-woman advantage. But the reason why they're trying to get that line speed up is because of this.
They go for the quick tap, Manukura. They're trying to increase the speed of the game. They've got numbers down the left edge. The ball goes down and Christchurch girls.
Advantage over.
Again, just that little skill execution. Players not with their ball, their hands up, waiting for the ball. Just there to come in a little bit closer, I think, and start to get the skill level, get those passes accurate. They will have an attacking line out, Manukura. They're not out of the woods yet, Christchurch Girls High School.
Rossing Gould at the back of the line out for Christchurch girls. Now Munro. Navultu.
No hands there! Missed it!
The ball's being turned over now, Stanshall.
Hands. Had a second crack at it, guys.
It'll be interesting to see who throws this line-out ball, given that the hooker was yellow-carded just moments before. Probably massive impact, that yellow card, for Christchurch Girls High.
Hold on.
The kick doesn't find touch. Sutherland on the return.
No hands. Stay. Stay blue.
And Maya Davis. They carry. Tali Tonu.
Play on. That's good.
Davis with a little show and go. Now a right foot step. Draw and pass her a chance. Down the left edge. Whatahinga. It's going to get her name on the score sheet, but that is all Maya Davis. A good run from Whatahinga. But have a look at the footwork and class of Maya Davis to set that up for Pounamu Whatahinga. Good try.
Perfect example of heads-up play. It was a brilliant clean-out from Manukura. And Maya Davis identified there was no one in front of her. Initial good clean-out, and then there was just a massive hole to the left of that rucker. She exploited it, had a lot of footwork, and then the skill to draw and pass those defenders arriving from Christchurch Girls High School, and the support play from Whatahinga. Brilliant work from the Manukura team, and they're right in this game now.
Excellent heads-up play from the halfback there. That's exactly what you want to see from your inside backs. Saw that there was no one in front of her, used some excellent footwork, drew that last defender and put away Whatahinga. Whatahinga, just a year 12, already debuted for the Cyclones. Impressive talent in this Manukura side.
Rye Ferris, co-coach alongside her as well. Maya Davis with the try assist, now the conversion. Maya Davis, very talented young athlete, only year 11, rugby union, rugby league, touch. Cochrane, straight to Davis.
Stay. Hold on.
Davis finds some space. It's the Whatahinga Davis show at the moment for Manukura. Now the chase coming from Taylor Singh. Jada Maniapoto's got a shoulder in under the ball. And Drossett Lake. The lock wins the ball.
Got to put it down, though, to the well-placed kick from Davis. She identified there was absolutely no one there on that right-hand side, and good chase coming in from her winger, Singh, and they turned the ball over just by driving it and contesting the breakdown.
It was a great chase, wasn't it, from that Manukura pack, really working hard off the kickoff, getting the ball downfield with an excellently placed kick from the halfback, Maya Davis. She's really showcasing her talents here today, some excellent kicking, and that eyes up play before gives them their first try.
Crouch. Bind.
Fesuai Taulu comes onto the field for the front row. Christchurch Girls High School, year 12 student, and it looks like Erin Hum has come to the sideline just for that front row replacement, obviously with Meacham in the bin.
Yeah.
Taulu.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Hold it.
Ball out quickly. Maya Davis under some pressure, not able to get the pass away. Maniapoto plays halfback. Taylor Singh, the right winger, looking for work.
Tackler's still in there, okay? Tackler's got to get out.
Maya Davis with the quick tap. They go to that left edge. Stenchel offload on the inside for Whakatiki. Hedemeier.
Stay low.
Stenchel
Stay here.
just outside the 22. Now Tali Tonu. Aggressive run. Davis again with a bit of footwork, offloads in the tackle for Yip. Davis. Maraku. Manaku gets to the outside. Couple of defenders on her back, still able to go forward. Great job, Christchurch Girls High. Aggressive at the breakdown. Oh, good tackle.
Black offside here. Offside.
Phenomenal courage from the Christchurch Girls High team to blitz that right, because you're deep inside your 22 on defence, and instead of lining up and trying to number off with the, you know, with the back line either side of that breakdown, they try to go in and they blitz it and they come up trumps as well. So great courage defensively, and they've opted for a scrum too, which is an interesting call.
Here's the mark.
But obviously with the starting hooker on the sideline, they've elected to go for that scrum, and again it creates that one-on-one situation. And we have seen a couple of times Christchurch Girls High School like to put the ball up and make it a foot race, chuck it back, and look at the position. It's really swung. Earlier it was all in Christchurch Girls High School. Now Manukura with ball in hand.
Crouch.
Plenty of turnovers and penalties in the opening 26 minutes, so something that both coaches will discuss at halftime, no doubt.
Good scrum from Manukura as well. And now it's going to be turned over as they shift. Wharehinga with a little draw and pass, and now a ball over the top. And Marshall Barton keeps it alive. Jada Maniapoto.
No hands down. Stay blue.
Yep.
No hands.
And they've got field position in the ball. Maya Davis with a ball over the top for Stanchel. Oh, not able to get it down, loses it forward.
Line out, girls.
Harriet Cochrane was the one who came across and made a great tackle, but I love the way that Davis is playing, because she looks at what's in front of her, she surveys her options, never has a predetermined way in which she's going, and Cochrane is the one who came across and made that tackle. And Christchurch Girls High School still holding on in defence. Remember, they're still one woman short.
Yep.
1, 2, 4, 6.
Taulu at the back, but the hustle, that's a try! Grant! So a bit of confusion at the back of the line out, and Manukura cash in straight away, Alize Grant.
Opportunist try, and you got to be in the right position to get there as well. Alize Grant,
Just on the 15.
she comes away with it. Just a big miscommunication from Christchurch Girls High School. Look at this, they win the line out clearly. They bring it down and then they pop it up. And just drop the ball behind her, and quick to pounce on it was Grant.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there from Christchurch Girls High, but Manukura punishing them. One woman down, Christchurch Girls High, just 14 girls on the field, and Manukura have made the most of it. They've used field position wisely. Maya Davis has been kicking them down there, and they've earned another try, making the most of that advantage.
Oh, she's having a terrific 28 minutes. And with the numerical advantage as well, Manukura.
Sideline, how long for cut?
Maya Davis, her pass selection, her goal kicking, and her decision making already to the fore. And what has been a very good opening 29 minutes from Manukura. Cochrane. A bit messy. Grant in the end claims the ball.
Stay. Yep. Stay there. Okay, out on the full, girls. It was carried back. Out on the full. Blue line out. Come down. Blue line out. Carried back.
It's been a while since Christchurch Girls High School were down this end of the field. Territory in favour of Manukura in the last 10.
Taulu, the front of the line out, and Ngaluvutu on the wraparound back start. Wrapping around Ngaluvutu.
Time off. Time off. Captain. Black captain. Same message, okay? Too many offsides now, right? Especially down the end, something's got to give, right? Have a quick chat. Scrum called.
Great opportunity here for Christchurch Girls High School. Midfield scrum earlier, they had the dominance, but Manukura, they turned the ball down, which led to that try down the other end of the field. So they've stacked players to that left-hand side. There's 4 on the left, 2 out to the right. And again, creating a one-on-one situation, but they need to get the first job done, and that is the scrum.
Bind. Sit. Hold it. Let's have a bit of extra space, girls. Hold back, okay? Both sides.
Well, according to our stats, there's been 14 penalties in 30 minutes.
Bit of extra space.
Which is a lot of penalties for a game that's been played in very good spirit by young athletes
Bind.
who always bring a good attitude to these contests. So
Sit. Hold.
maybe if we let the game flow a little bit more, it'd be better for everybody, considering a little 8-9 play at the back for Christchurch Girls High. And now Cochrane with a little show and go. Gets their team in good field position, 7 metres out. Now Christchurch through Josie Lowe. And Yep does a great job.
One each way. First one blue. Yellow card.
Yep, just guilty of running too high with the ball, and it allowed Manukura to dislodge it. And it was a good scrum initially from Manukura as well. It put them on the back foot, so they didn't get that good front foot ball off the set piece that they would have liked to. Christchurch Girls High School, and Cochrane did well to tidy up. And we can see coming back onto the field is Grace Meacham. So Taiulu will take a seat back on the bench. You can see here good footwork from Cochrane. She's in her 4th year in this first 15. One of the most experienced players on the park.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Maya Davis. Manukura looking for field position. That's a good kick. Good depth on that kick, and the chase from Taylor Singh is great. Catching Cochrane as well. Sutherland is down there, and now Maraku is over the ball and then blown off.
This way. Are you okay? There's the mark. Yeah,
Great exit from Maraku inside her own end goal all the way to halfway, and a brilliant chase as well from Singh, getting there and affecting the tackle, but they just gave away the penalty at the breakdown time. But the boot of Maraku and Davis has been impressive today.
Nice hand, big match.
It's been a massive impact so far, hasn't it? The decision-making of their playmakers at 9 and 10 for Manukura. They said that would be at the start of the game. The captain came out and spoke about those key players, and they've been amazing.
Meacham coming away with it, Manukura, then the carry. Maya Davis now waits. Talitonu. They're in the middle, good clearance. Quick recycle, Jada Maniapoto loses their footing in front of the defence. Davis, Maraku. Blake. Grant, Alize Grant with a bit of footwork, stands, thinking about an offload. Davis now. Maraku. They've got numbers down the left edge.
Offside again, girls. Number 10, you need to get back.
Poppy Baxter just being pinged there for offside, and again, ill discipline really hurting both of these teams.
Scrum called.
And they've opted for a scrum as well.
Scrum.
And it's been the choice of both teams when you've been awarded a penalty is to go for that scrum. You can see she crept up into that back line, tried to get it away, but unfortunately offside.
Yeah, we're good here. Let's go, girls.
Here we go, girls.
Poppy Baxter, the daughter of Blair Baxter, coach of Matatu. Just 15 years old. First 5 for the Christchurch Girls High's first 15.
Well, Blair Baxter will be a happy man after winning the Whara Palmer Cup Premiership yesterday with his Canterbury side. Farewelling the legends of Kendra Coxedge and Sef Teo Haere Fox.
So Wharehinga at the back. Thinking about
Over here. You just need to set up a
8,
bit
9.
squarer, okay? Square up your hips. Square up your hips. Yeah, that's better.
4-2 split for Manukura.
Crouch!
There it is, 4 out there on the top of your screen. Sutherland, Taylor Singh. On this side of the scrum, Wharehinga, Davis, Maya Davis, he's got some footwork now. The draw and pass, Sutherland. She had Singh outside her, and now Wharehinga. The ball goes behind Taylor Singh.
Half time, girls. Ready, girls?
Mia Maraku takes out a Christchurch girls player in the form of Erin Hum.
You're in the way, Tickler. Here we go. Tickler, get out first. Just over there.
Good kick from Cochrane for Christchurch Girls High School. Initially, they kept taking the scrum, but this time they've elected to go for the line out, and it's a good play because they need some territory.
Blake. It's gone down.
High tackle. Keep them down, girls.
High tackle in. Yep, Grant takes a quick tap. Maraku. Opts to take the line on herself. Maraku, now Maya Davis. Manukura Wharehinga with the offload to Whakatihi. Headed Maya. Inside the Christchurch girls half now. The front rowers are in there now. Maya Davis waits. Maraku. Couple of decoys. Jada Maniopoto. It's away from the first defender.
You're on the side.
Grant again takes the quick tap. Makes some good meters, strong.
Yep. Sorry, play.
Yep. Davis. Maraku this time opts to put the kick in behind. They've got a couple of chasers coming. And secured by Hutchison. Munro puts Manukura back inside their own half. They're now on the kick return. Good chase from Christchurch Girls High. And a very good return. Grant plays halfback.
For a high tackle.
It's 3 decoys, and they immediately go down the right edge. And now Taylor Singh, this young year 9 student, having a wonderful year. Youngest kid in the team out on the right wing for Manukura. There she is. She was the player of the New Zealand Under-14 Māori Girls Rugby League tournament earlier in the year. Maya Davis.
Release! Stay.
Maraku. Wharehinga. Again they shift quickly out to the left edge. Nice long ball But Marshall Barton with a right-hand fan, the left foot step, pirouette, just loses the ball. Deserved a try with a full array of skills, Marshall Barton.
Well, there's a reason why she's in the Manukura Cyclone. She's so full of skill, but great scramble defense coming in from Christchurch Girls High School. It was a brilliant pass out to her, skip-out pass. You can see the acceleration, the ability to transition the ball from one arm to the other to free it up for a fend. And again, just pinning them down in their own half, Manukura.
Blake, they're inside their own and goal. They're going to get trapped with the ball. And the hustle from Manukura in defence. We'll see them get an attacking scrum 5 metres out.
5 metre scrum, black ball, carried back.
Just lacking a bit of direction at Christchurch Girls High School at this time. There was no clear exit as to who was going to kick it. Cochrane still had her mouthguard in her hand before she caught the ball. Had to quickly put it in there, so there was just no clear direction as to what the exit play was going to be with that 5 metre scrum. And it's gifted Manukura the ball back. A brilliant opportunity here. They've got no one on their blind. It's a short blind in that, so they've got an overlap to that right-hand side. We've seen the 8-9 play work earlier. They need to have a dominant scrum to give good front foot ball to Manukura in her back line.
Good scrum from Christchurch Girls. Very good scrum. But Manukura winning a little show and go from Manukura to get her just behind the Christchurch Girls line, Maya Davis. They shift out to the right edge. Manukura, and it's going to be a try for Sutherland.
Pure numbers game. There, Manukura, she did well because she drew in defenders. She had about 3 on her, and it was the quick recycle of the ball in through that back line. Crisp passing as well. Here it is off the back of the scrum. She gave it to Manukura. She danced around, ran in between 2 defenders, gave the dummy away. Look how many defenders came in on Manukura. There's about 3 or 4 there. And then it was too late by the time they decided to fan out because they had a back line stacked in that skip-out pass from Whakatehi Maya to Sutherland. Great try.
Great work. Mia Manukura started that play, took the ball to the line and sucked in the defence, got them on the front foot, and then, as you say, that excellent cutout ball by Huia Whakatehi Hedamaya. She did a really good job to freeze out the defence and get the ball out wide to Sutherland to score. Great play from Manukura. That could be a massive play in the scheme of this match, putting it out to 19-0. That first score after the half, always crucial.
Good scrum from Christchurch Girls High School as well. So Manukura able to come up with that try off a scrum where they didn't dominate.
Just hold, sub. 11 blue, 11 blue. 11, can you guys tell her? Is the other sub on? She's on? Just hold. All right, girls, time on. When you're ready. Hold behind.
And Manukura.
No hands!
Ball from the kickoff. Christchurch are very good at the breakdown area. Christchurch aggressive.
Play on.
Really compete hard, and then from that turnover, Ngalivutu going to get the first try for Christchurch Girls. They've been very good at the breakdown. Had Manukura under pressure, and from the turnover they get their first try.
Finally rewarded for their endeavour at the breakdown. As you said, the confidence they have to always try and blitz that ruck and compete at the breakdown. In the first error Maya Davis has made all game because she's been exceptional. You can see she went for the box kick and then was pushed off it, so it was knocked on. Great heads-up play from Baxter just to push her off that box seat. And then Ngalivutu, the younger sister of the two, she goes in and scores.
It was a heads-up play, wasn't it? Baxter just putting Wilson off balance and going for it. Managed to get support from the second 5 Nalivutu, and she goes over. Opportunistic try, but it brings them right back into the match. It's been a tussle so far in the first half.
Okay, send on.
Couple of substitutions there. Number 16 and number 18 on. It looks like the hooker Grace Meacham will come off. And number 4, Josie Lowe, will come off, replaced by number 18.
Well, could this be the start of a comeback for Christchurch Girls High School? We saw yesterday in the semi-final, Manukura had a 29-5 lead over Auckland Girls Grammar School, and they ended up scoring to make the game 32-31 to Manukura. So they need to be careful not to take their foot off the throttle here.
And Manukura, the ball's lost forward. The ball was lost forward. Someone needs to tell the referee, but there's no call coming. And Christchurch will play the whistle and drive forward, recycle the ball. And now Munro. Sutherland on the return, Maya Davis. Oh, good run. Terrific run from Talitonu. And Maya Davis marching through the middle of the Christchurch defence. Wharehinga. Jada Maniapoto with a draw and pass for Stanchel is away down the right edge. Stanchel. And they win the penalty.
Back here. 13. No need for that, all right? You've got the penalty. Off feet.
Here's the run from Talitonu, just big, powerful runner. 15-year-old, only year 11, that entire front row for Manukura, just in year 11 as well, so plenty more years to see them progress through first 15 rugby, and such power for a 15-year-old.
You're right, Taylor. A lot of both of the first 15s will return next year.
Anais Drossett Lake with another line-out win at the front. And Blake has got the ball at the back of the maul before being tackled by Dalzell. And a little second man play, perfectly read by Christchurch Girls, and it's going to be Baxter against the runner play. He will comfortably make it under the post to get their second try. She was able to pick it perfectly and get the ultimate reward.
She tried to do it earlier in the first half, was caught offside. This time she timed her run perfectly. Young Poppy Baxter, look at the speed she hits on this ball. She read it from a mile away. Brilliant camera work there as well. You can just see her taking off. Only 14 years old, Poppy Baxter. Very, very impressive. And she said her favourite player was Te Reo Waikapa for Canterbury. And I'm sure she spends plenty of time with that team with her dad as the coach.
Yeah, Poppy Baxter, massive play for the Christchurch Girls High there. Look, she's been called out offside 3 or 4 times in the first half, but this time she got it right. She nailed it, got them a try down the other end, and they are right back in this Christchurch Girls High.
And the conversion.
Great crowd here today as well for this women's final. Remember, it is home advantage for Manukura being based here in Palmerston North. There's been plenty of parents, supporters flying up for Christchurch Girls High School. Had a chat to a few of them before. They're so happy that top four has returned after being away since 2019. And only 3 players here remain from that last time they were here, in Dalzell, in Cochrane and Munro.
19 points to 12.
Stay black.
A little over 20 minutes remaining. Christchurch girls high. They've been very, very good in the second half. Their set piece has been good. They've been dominant at the contact area. But again, they've just lost that ball forward. Maya Davis. Taylor Singh gets the ball away in the tackle for Keelan Wiley.
Yeah, advantage is over, girls.
Stenshaw. Talitonu offloads for Whanahinga. Now, yep, inside the 5 metres, they're over the ball, Christchurch girls. And coming back for an earlier penalty.
Hold, girls. We've got an injury in back play.
Lachey Blake there on the ground. 11 student. She scored a brilliant try in front of us yesterday
Just pop the ball down
against
here,
Auckland girls. In some discomfort there, the hooker. She had a great run down that wing. It was an offload in the contact zone from Singh. See, she just in some discomfort. Well, the game going on in the backfield, you can see in the front of your screens, it is the 3rd and 4th playoff between Westlake Boys High School and John McGlashan. And I can tell you that it is 19-12 to Westlake at the moment in the second half of that match.
Boys final, Napier Boys High and Hamilton Boys High. Hamilton 7-0 in Super 8, Napier Boys High 5-2. Dominant performances from both of them in the semi-final. The 2 best boys team would contest the New Zealand Barbarians Championship final for 2022. There have been BC games to come as well. Tasman hosting Taranaki from Trafalgar Park in Nelson.
Are we going to be able to get
Kickoff
her to the sideline, do we think?
at 2 p.m. today. And then Trafalgar, Wellington.
Someone to give you a hand, or?
And Otago, that's not being played at Trafalgar Park. That's at Sky Stadium in Wellington. That game. Wellington and Otago.
Yep. Yeah,
Canterbury and Northland, 4:30. Orange Theory Stadium in Christchurch. Kick-off there at 4:30 today. And then Wednesday night,
she's on now, is she?
a short turnaround, Waikato and Southland. Southland had a tough day against Hawke's Bay yesterday. Their kick-off is at 7 p.m. on Sky
Time on,
Sport 1.
It was a penalty for
And
offside.
then from Marvel Stadium in Melbourne on Thursday, the 15th, Australia and the All Blacks.
Well, Lachey Blake has left the field. We wish her all the best with her recovery. And Waimara Musty Knight comes on to the park.
So Maya Davis took an important penalty in the semi-final. And the score was 29 to push it to 32 with about 15 to go. And you see that they were going for the same tactic, but the kick wasn't successful.
Stay everyone behind.
And in the end, Maya Davis's penalty
Everyone behind.
proved to be very big in them advancing to this final. Sutherland on the return, opts to put the kick in behind. A turn Christchurch girls around inside their own 22. Cochrane Taylor Singh does enough to hold her up. Sutherland finishes the
Stay
tackle.
black. Stay black.
And Munro for Edwards.
Turnover's good.
Oh, great job on the turnover.
No hands. No, out.
Maraku.
Stay there, stay there.
Wharehinga. Another good carry from Wharehinga. She's strong in contact as well. And now Sutherland with a left foot step and a fend. Thought about an offload, in the end went to the ground. Davis now. Drossett Lake plays half back, and now Maraku. Ian Drossett Lake. A long ball left to right. Whakatiki here to Maya. Now Talitonu.
Back here, girls. 14 offside.
Again, Christchurch Girls High School blitzing the ruck there, but they'll come back for an offside advantage.
Offside, 14.
You can see here just creeping up. Good call from the referee. The intention is to go wide each time they have the ball and expose the wingers, but they just need to do a little bit more to commit the Christchurch Girls High School defenders. A couple of players are doing it really well, and Wharehinga and Whakatahi Heremaya running in between two players instead of directly at one, so that you're drawing in defenders and leaving an overlap. And they did have one to that right-hand side, but Christchurch Girls High School again blitzing that ruck and getting in over the ball.
14 black sub. 14 black sub.
Let's get set. Line out. Let's move. Why's it go stay? Stay down in the smoke.
Is that complete?
Stay down in the smoke.
All right, climb back on.
Sorry, mate. Get ready.
Yep.
Get ready.
Taylor Singh. Drossett Lake again jumping at the front of the line out. Mani Opoto was at second receiver. Now they go to the right edge. Stanchel. Good right foot step going against the defence of Christchurch Girls. Davis. Maraku with a little kick along the ground, secured.
You're holding up with your legs.
And the penalties are coming for Manukura.
What are we doing, Captain? Points. Shot called. You can come back.
It's a smart decision to go for the kick as well. They're only up by 7, and look at this. 15 penalties conceded to Christchurch Girls High School. They did have one player go to the bin because of it. They've almost doubled the penalty, and you're just going to blow yourself out of the game by doing that.
Or we could have less whistle and more float. There's another debate we often have in the game. 23 penalties in 53 minutes. There's a lot of penalties. And that's all dependent on the referee. Maya Davis. Missed again.
22.
Could be crucial in the scheme of things. Isaacs, what's the weather doing like down there?
Now Marshall, Barton. Davis. And Joda, Manu Opoto for Stanchel offloads the ball in the tackle. And now they're a chance down the right-hand side. Player. Her first touch in the game.
Turnover's good there.
And Christchurch Girls, great job. McPherson punches the ball. Marshall Barton loses the ball forward.
Knock on, girls.
This time the knock-on's called.
A little bit of a momentum swing happening in this game as well. A couple of opportunities Manukura haven't been able to execute. We've seen how good their passing can be and how fluid it can be as well in the general skill set. That time just taking your eye off the ball, having it to bounce and then just knocking it on. So Christchurch Girls High School, there's still 15 minutes to play. This is anyone's game at the moment. And teams are starting to roll the benches as well, so they're looking for some finishes.
Time's off, it's all right. 14 minutes. All right, we good, girls? Time's on.
So scrum opportunity here for Christchurch Girls High School. A couple of times they put the kick in behind and tried to turn the Manukura defenders around. Good chase coming through from their back line as well, so they need to get the scrum riders the first thing.
Sit! Hold hands.
Good scrum from Manukura.
Reset. Come around too much.
C9. Talitonu and Keelan Wiley.
Straight and square, girls. Straight and square.
They've had a huge work rate today. Roselle, Taulu and Edwards.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Another good scrum.
Backwards.
Ball. Untidy, and now they shift to the left edge. Christchurch Girls High. And then the offload. In the tackle.
High. Right on, over here. Yep, there.
Monroe takes a quick tap and then puts a chip in behind. And now Marshall Barton looking at a counter-attack.
No hands now. Balls out.
And the Christchurch girls again, they hustle. But there's been another turnover.
Easy.
Yep. And Maya Davis.
Good now.
And Christchurch Girls High, nice clearance, under pressure. With Christchurch Girls bringing the heat as well. Good contest, only 7 points in it.
I think Christchurch Girls High School, they're playing a little bit frantically. You know, they got a break, and each time they've broken the line, they quickly try and find an offload instead of taking it to ground and recycling and just being a little bit more patient with the ball. So I think I'd like to see them just go through the phases and be a bit more patient, because Manukura are swarming them.
Christchurch Girls High. Taulu.
Playing advantage. Make sure it leaves. Back here, no clear release, girls. No clear release. What are we doing, girls? Let's go. Make sure they're behind.
Well done, hands!
Cochrane with a very good kick.
Yep, where you are.
And Grace Meacham. Nice throw, good catch, and then an unforced error.
Black offside.
And another penalty.
Back here, offside back line, okay?
And the quick tap, Munro. Now Ngale Vutu makes the break and offloads the ball. Baxter. Now there a chance. Hutchison offloads the ball in the tackle. Cochrane. They're in great position. Christchurch Girls High. Baxter's at the back.
Use the ball!
Stay here. Stay.
Cochrane.
Hold.
And Munro. Short.
Advantage.
Another advantage. I suspect this game is going to be determined by a penalty, an offload on the inside for Baxter, driven over the touchline.
Time off. Time's off. Too many offsides down here, okay? Yeah, it has to change. Kick them back, all right? Yep.
Well, that's their official warning. You can see Christchurch Girls High School wanting to go quickly.
Number 8 was
Stay!
wasn't expecting the ball. Cochrane, first receiver, comes back in towards the Manukura defence. Whakatiki hit a Meyer.
Advantage. Use it.
It's another penalty advantage, another drop ball and another penalty.
Roll.
28 penalties in 61 minutes. They're going to go again quickly.
The signal.
Number 6. You've got to roll. Yellow, yep.
That is a big decision. They're going to finish the game with 14 players. It's 10 minutes in the bin, 8
Time on.
minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. So the numerical advantage is now with Christchurch Girls. They're a try behind with very good field position.
Balls out. Balls
Now they
out.
come back the left side against the tiring defence. Elsie Lowe with the carry.
Come on, Cadillacs good. No hands. Stay.
They're in a perfect position. There's the big dummy from Edwards.
Stay back.
And Cochrane. Good tackle from Maraku.
Stay.
And the dummy from Munro gets the try. 19 all with the kick to come.
Christchurch Girls High School, they made it so hard for themselves. There was just a real lack of direction as to who was going to carry with each phase. They kept the ball at the back of the ruck and they were really slow to clear it, and Munro decided just to go herself, and she got good low body position, spied a tiny gap and converted, and man, a kick to come. We could be even Stevens after this one. Just take a look here. Cochrane, she's been immense for Christchurch Girls High School. She's had plenty of carries just in this sequence of play. You can see she's trying to organise her back line and sees that there's a gap in between the ruck and the first defender. No one's standing in that ruck position, and she exploits the hole.
Yeah, Riley Munro, she has been key for Christchurch Girls High in this comeback today. Her decision-making around the penalties and quick taps, keeping the ball, keeping the momentum going has been influential.
So 19 all now. Gallery with the conversion. Oh, they had something like 5 consecutive penalties, 5 metres out. And then they had a player sent to the bin. It was only going to be a matter of time for Christchurch Girls. And in the end, their resilience paid off and their patience paid off. There's no extra time in secondary school rugby. So if the scores remain the same, they share the title. But I suspect there's more scoring to come.
Great exit there from Poppy Baxter as well. They need to force a turnover, get up and compete. Both teams having issues at line-out time.
Just come down, Blue. Come down a step. Come down a step for me, please.
Benias, Jossett, Lake, normally a centre wing fullback. And playing lock. The latter part of the competition for Manukura as Wharehinga gets to the outside of the defence, lines it up on the right edge, and then the ball is intercepted. Another penalty for a high tackle.
High tackle, girls. Pick them down.
Christchurch girls want field position.
Knock on black. Sorry, knock on blue. Sorry, knock on blue.
The intention is there from Riley Munro to turn the defenders around and create some space in the back of the field, but unfortunately the rest of her team aren't getting up there, so there's about one or two chasers from Christchurch Girls High School getting up and contesting it. But if they had that whole line moving up together, it would be a lot more effective. But as I said, it's the territory game that they're playing.
Let's go.
4 minutes left in this match. I really like the look of Wharehinga. Each time she has the ball in her hands, she absolutely takes it strong to the line and draws in defenders, and she did that initially, and they couldn't quite link up with her winger in the end. So 3.5 minutes to go. What can each team do?
Bind.
Well, both of them have
Hold it.
match winners, classy players.
Stay there.
And Wharehinga is caught by Munro, and then nice work by Meacham.
Stay, Blue.
Catch Davis behind the ruck. Now Stanshall gets the ball away finally, down the left edge, and there a little chance here through Sutherland.
Knock on the ground there, girls.
Sutherland did so well to get on the outside over opposite. Let's see here, just putting the afterburners on, but the covering defence came out across eventually and just knocking it on the ground there. So an attacking opportunity for Christchurch Girls High School, but the Manukura scrum has really stabilised and grown stronger as this match has continued, and they've turned it over a few times. And we have seen that pass from the back of the scrum to the first five break down a few times, so I'd like to see them just take a couple more steps in and make sure that it's very fluid heading into that back line.
All right.
The crowd behind me is getting louder and louder as we get closer to that final whistle. We've got a lot of Manukura supporters on this side of the field. Very proud moment for them watching their girls come out and play in a final.
Captain, you just need to put someone on the side of the scrum. You just need to match numbers in the scrum, so you need to put someone on the side of the scrum. We're still contesting, girls. Let's go. Time on.
So you heard the referee, they need to match numbers in the scrum, so one of the backs has to join and replace where Whakatehi Heremaya is, which means there's an automatic overlap in that back line, so if they can get the passes nice and crisp and get it out wide, there's an overlap waiting for them.
Both teams set up further apart for me, okay? Here we go.
Well, it's a game. It's been a competitive game and a close game.
Bind.
The 30 penalties in 68 minutes has made it a stop-start affair. Another big scrum from Manukura, but Christchurch girls clear. Get to the midfield early now. They're a chance down the left edge. Cochrane, in one of their best today, Cochrane.
Maraku in over the ball. The arriving players from Christchurch girls just too slow to get there. Cochrane was just guilty of her own skill there because she had broken away from the arriving defenders. Maraku was over that ball and Baxter just too slow to get there.
Yeah, Mia Maraku again. Massive defensive play from the co-captain. Getting in over the ball and snatching it for Manukura. Massive play.
So 30 seconds, 19 all.
Blue, this is the middle, so come down for me.
And potentially the last set piece in the game.
Let's go.
Gossett Lake with the line-out win. Wharehinga.
Stay blue.
They go back to the right side. Keelan Wiley.
Stay blue.
Davis. For Grant, Alize Grant.
Stay here.
Full time on the clock as they advance through their forwards, and now Yip.
Back here, girls. Offside, blue.
Ooh,
Offside.
this is kickable.
Time's up. Yeah, if you want full time. Who's up on the...
It's what they're calling for, sideline, Ken. They're calling for a kick at goal, but is it within range?
No, they're going. Oh, they're going. They're happy to take 19 or they're going to kick it out, share the title. Mia Manukura, they knew exactly what they were doing. So the title is shared. Manukura and Christchurch Girls High School, a little bit of an anticlimax. We need to,
I don't think so for the championship.
and we're just getting a check on the rules. Three tries apiece. And a bit like Scots College and Hamilton Boys High a few years ago, where it was a draw at the end of full time and the title is shared. So Manukura and Christchurch Girls High School will share the New Zealand Barbarians trophy for 2022, and the Manukura co-captains are with Isaac Gray.
Liana, Mia, congratulations. This moment must mean everything for you. Your last time in the Manukura First 15 and a win.
Yes, I'm very excited. So proud of the girls, and Christchurch girls has given us a really good game today. So yeah, I'm so proud of everyone.
What does it mean to you, the group of girls that you've grown up with in this team, coming out today and putting on a performance like that? You must be so proud.
Yeah, definitely. We've come a long way from the beginning up, and coming through with these new girls has been quite good, quite fun, really nice.
Awesome. And a top 4 title to mark it all off. Was this a goal for you guys at the start of the season?
Yes, it was a goal for us. It's been a while since we played top 4s because of COVID. So year 10, we didn't do very well. But today I'm just really proud.
Oh, well, congratulations, girls. You deserve it. Well done.
Thank you.
How are you?
Hi.
Look, commiserations on the loss. It's a shared win. Sorry, apologies.
No, as well.
But you worked really hard out there today and you deserve it for your incredible efforts. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, kudos to the girls. We've just put everything on that field, and that's what I wanted them to do. I couldn't be prouder.
What was the message for you guys at half-time? Down as much as you were, to come back in that second half like you did?
Oh, it wasn't too much. It was only like 10 points, and we knew, like, we saw 35 minutes. We had impact players waiting on the bench, and they came on, and we just hit hard, like we always do.
Last time for you in the first 15 at Christchurch Girls High. You must be so proud. Tell me what it means to you to be here today.
Oh, I mean, it means the world. I was here in 2019, and my dream was just to come back with this team. I couldn't have expected more. So proud of them all. We've got young girls and a few of us leaving, and we just couldn't be prouder.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
The two best girls team in New Zealand secondary school girls rugby for 2022, Manukura and Christchurch Girls High, and they share the New Zealand Barbarians First 15 trophy for the year. Finished up 19 all, so the title is shared between Manukura and Christchurch Girls High, with Manukura having led at one stage by 19 points to 0 before.